faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Enlarging your world. Mad world. Enlarging your world. Mad world.
I feel that as a group of nations, this should not be a problem, but as people are blind, no one wants to see starvation, hunger, or death, and now all they need to do is change the channel and go back to not looking at these dying people because they do not care.
I feel that this reveals how modern advancements in technology have affected the degree to which one can feel empathy towards another fellow human being. Technology has both its pros and its cons. The pro it provides us with is that it has the ability to link people from all over the world together to form a global community where people can both quickly and easily aid others through donating to charities. While on the other hand, it also has replaced real face-to-face confrontations with LCD screens. The lack of personal interactions is what I believe to be the root of the problem. Technology has, in a sense, clouded our vision, making it harder to see people rather than just numbers.
A developing nation, they are not as well funded, and the people running them don't really care about the people. That's why they don't spend more time and effort like other nations on the same matter. Today's nations would rather build an army and make weapons than help those who are dying in their own country.
Some of these developing nations are reliant on the rich people amongst them to keep their economies afloat, so they make sure that accommodations are met to satisfy the needs of the rich rather than the needs of the poor, leading to corruption within these countries. They believe that providing free or more affordable healthcare to the poor people within their countries is an investment with no financial reward, and because of this, they pay them no mind. It is this love for money that fosters greed, and it is the greed which arises from money which yields self-centeredness, disallowing us from interacting with the other.
More nations can contribute to these people and nations. to be there as support as people are trying to flee their countries and get into a new one, and get a new life, and start somewhere else.
I believe the answer lies within all of us, and to uncover the answer, we, the more fortunate population of the world, must reflect on our lives and think of things in which we have access to that have helped to make our lives a pleasant experience. The poor are people just like you and I, and therefore would have the very same needs that we do. We need to focus on key details such as education and healthcare, things that many of us take for granted, in order to create a foundation for a plan to break the recurring cycle of poverty.
The human race thrives with growing numbers, each needing more space to live and have a home. They clear space to build new homes and buildings, and wood is a resource that we use a lot of, as it builds and turns into many different things.
This demand for more space and wood product is caused by the unequal sharing of resources amongst people and the love of material things. Those in our world today who have too much still want more, whilst those who have nothing need more. Differentiating between what is a want and what is a need will both benefit the sustainability of this planet for future generations, while focusing our energy towards providing for the people of today with basic life necessities.
We have so much of it lying around, and a lot more that we use and throw away, instead of reusing. It is high demand and it is used in many different products, and to make it worse, it is quite difficult to get rid of or destroy. The only way it will reduce is if we make or find a better material than plastic, something that is strong and durable, but also easy to clean and get rid of.
The truth of the matter is that for some people, plastic is all they can afford, without sacrificing other needs they may have, such as food and the mode of transportation. Therefore, it is the cost of reusable materials such as aluminum that make it hard for the world to reduce plastic production.
Everyone has an inner greed, that they all want certain things in this world. Some want to have a whole planet that they can control, even if it costs every soldier and civilian they have. They want it for power, to prove a point, or to show who they are and what they stand for. These leaders or groups don't care of the effects or aftermath. They just want to be on top and destroying their enemies.
We'll continue to start conflicts because at times we have a hard time understanding ideas that are not our own. We focus too much on what makes us different rather than what makes us similar. And due to the focus on our differences, two opposing forces form and conflict arises.
I really don't think there is a way to stop these wars, as humans will always be humans. There will be no stop until the world is destroyed because of us, or until someone has the power of it all, which is not possible, as there will always be someone to stop them and stand up to it.
An amazing gift that God has given us is the ability to end conflicts with the use of mere words. It is through words that we convey our feelings. It is through our words that we persuade others, and therefore it is through our words that we can prevent conflicts, allowing opposing sides to see eye to eye.
No, I don't think it was the correct response. The situation should have been solved with words and not with military action. Like in most situations, things can be resolved without any violence. Defend one's nation, but there is no need to push onto their land and start killing civilians and their people that have done nothing.
In closing, these three theorists are prime examples of what make us, the human race, so amazing. Each of them are from their own time period, each has their own unique set of life experiences, and each of them tackled the same topic from very different angles. Levinas focused on the relationship aspect, experience between people. He believed that ethics were determined by the face of the other person. Kant viewed ethics as an obligation, an act done purely out of duty rather than a desire. And Aristotle saw doing good to be the way to pursue happiness. Although happiness cannot be achieved until the end of one's life, by doing good one is exercising the virtue of happiness.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
I know I gave it months ago. I know you're trying to forget. I know I gave